Source Force Podcast. The Source Force Podcast. The Source Force Podcast. The Source Force Podcast.
The Source Force.
Amy Dalby, welcome to the Source Force Podcast.
Thank you for having me.
No worries at all. It's an absolute pleasure. You're the founder of Blondie Bakery.
Yes.
And you've also been handpicked by Gordon Ramsay.
You're literally handpicked.
Like this. Picked right out as one of the UK's top 12 food and drink entrepreneurs.
That's what he said, not me.
That is amazing. But we'll talk about that more later. If we talk about your journey
Yeah.
from Blondies to the BBC, how did it
I
all...
love that tagline, by the way.
It's brilliant,
I might
isn't it?
start using
that
it.
was not ChatGPT, that was my mind. I know, because I use ChatGPT a lot, but it was myself, that one.
I love it.
So, from finishing school,
Yes.
your first job, to where you are now, how did it all begin?
It was waitressing.
Was it? Yeah.
Honestly, I loved waitressing. Like, I'm very high energy. I
Yeah.
love talking to people. I love the change as well. Like, because you're in the same place, but it's every shift's different. Like, the customers are different. And it's, like, for me, I don't do well with, like, same.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, I'm very, not flitty,
No.
but you'll see, like, if people come into the bakery, they'll go like, what are you doing now? And I'm like, I've had an idea, I'm going to paint this. But it's like, once that's in my head, I have to do it. Or if I get bored, I'll start doing other stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I'll fixate on something. And then that sort of becomes like the latest fixation till I'm like, right, it's not going to work, or it is going to work, but I have to like scratch the itch before I can move on. So the waitressing was amazing because it was fast paced, it's different. I love food. I've always loved food. I love talking to people, and it was just nice. The money was good.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it. I was on my feet all day. It wasn't necessarily always early starts, but it was late nights. I was never a massive like drinker, so working Fridays and Saturdays, I felt like I'd had a night out.
Yeah.
But I got paid for it.
That's brilliant.
So I loved it. And I know, like, I had comments about, like, people would be like, well, what are you doing?
Yeah, no, that's something that is often said, isn't it?
But I remember having a conversation with a guy, and two businessmen, right, really lovely. I had, like, a really good chat with them, really nice, like, laugh with them. They had a lovely experience. I was taking the payment, and he went, oh, what's next? And I said, well, like, the Black Bull's open, like, that's quite a nice pub. And he was like, no, I mean, like what do you do? Like, what are you doing next? Might have a little intruder. Come on then. So I was like, oh yeah, and it wouldn't be a show without punch. Come on then, too.
Hello.
So I said to him, what do you mean? And he went, like, what's next for you? Like, what? This isn't it, is it? And I was like, sorry? And he said, well, what is it? Is this all you do? And I said to him, I was like, have you had a nice night? And he said, yeah, it's been amazing. I said, service good? And he was like, spot on. And I said, right. I said, so I work and I get paid very well for what I do. I said, I enjoy what I do. And I was like, do you have children? And he said, yeah, I've got a daughter. And I said, oh, like, what does she do? He said, oh, well, she's these dogs, sorry. It's like having two raptors in your house. Stop it.
Absolutely amazing.
And I said, oh, what does your daughter do? And he said, oh, she works at like X, Y, and Z company, and she works in admin. And I was like, oh, and is that what she did at uni?
Yeah.
And he went, no, she did something at uni. And I went, oh, but does she use the degree for that job? And he was like, no, she just does like the admin and things. And I was like, oh, right, okay. She enjoy it? Yeah, she loves it. I said, she get paid for it? He went, yeah, she had a good wage. And I went, so what's next for her? And he was like, what do you mean? I said, I said, you wouldn't, and like this restaurant wouldn't have the reputation, and you wouldn't have had the experience if we filled this restaurant with staff that couldn't care less about the food menu, couldn't wait to clock off so they can go out to the pub, that didn't care about the job. Like, that would impact your experience. And I said, totally. I like this. I get paid for it. I'm good at it.
Yeah.
So why do I need to do something else? Like, would you be happier if I was sat behind reception at like a car showroom, not enjoying what I did or not particularly getting paid as well as I was? Like, is that better to say that you're not working in a restaurant? Because Britain don't tend to hold hospitality and working in hospitality as a career, whereas Europe, America, that is a career.
Definitely. No, and I want to say that the first time I come in here, I wrote a journal for about a week. Lasted very short.
A short week.
It was a short week. And in my journal entry, I actually wrote about you because the experience that I had the first time I came in your shop was just like incredible.
Really?
And do you know what? I'm going to find it and I'm going to be like, yeah, I wrote something like, if ever I open a shop like this is how I want to be. And like, it was just, I've never been anywhere that felt like that. No, honestly, it was amazing.
It is, though. It's simple things like, and unfortunately we live in a world at the moment where sometimes you don't get hello when you walk through the door. I genuinely say to all of the staff, all I want, like, I can teach people how to make coffees, I can teach people how to use the till system, teach people what the Blondies are, but all I ask for, like, my non-negotiable is no matter what you're doing, when that bell goes, you turn around and you go, hiya guys, you all right? Like, hiya, you okay? If you're busy, you turn around, you go, I'll be with you in 2 seconds. Yeah, grab a seat. Like, that's it. Because there's so many places you go in where you don't get that. Like, the staff are having a conversation behind the bar, or you go into a shop and you're sort of looking for someone and you're going like, oh, like, hiya guys, like, I'm really sorry, but like, if you've got any sizes in this, and you're breaking up a conversation, you can hear them. It's like, oh, well, Sue was supposed to be on a back shift and Sue didn't. And then it's like, well, did you tell Jamie on the headset? Well, yeah, I said it to her. And I'm like going, sorry. And I'm like, no, it shouldn't be sorry.
No, definitely.
Like, people should look ready to be engaged with.
Yes. And it's the worst when they're scrolling through Instagram.
Oh,
and
no.
you're just like, excuse me.
Yeah, sorry. And you'd be all sorry. This bloody photo. But you're sorry. Yeah, like, you're the one that's sorry. And I'm like, no, you shouldn't.
No, definitely.
It's just, that's my, like, non-negotiable.
That's amazing.
It's like, just say hello. Yeah. It's like, it's where you get taught. You see mums in here with babies and they go and say hi.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so why is customer service not like that anymore?
Totally. So how did you go from the waitressing to the step into Blondie world?
So whilst I was waitressing, that was when I was pregnant with Dalby. So obviously my maternity leave, I got a little bit bored. But also I was on statutory maternity, which isn't a lot. No. So I was looking for something that I could do initially I wasn't even looking for something I could do. I made the Blondies, and I made them for me because I enjoy cooking, I enjoy baking. And I took them to, like, a baby class. Yeah. And then people started saying to me, like, oh, could you make me some? And I was like, yeah, I can do that. And then I started, sort of, people would be like, give me £5. And I'd be like, oh, I'll make some of them. Yeah. And then the more and more people kept asking me, I thought, hang on a minute. Like, even if, what I tried to work out, because obviously after the maternity finished, the shifts that I was working were very unsociable still. But what I didn't have that I'd had previously was I would end up getting up at 5 a.m. with Dalby. Yeah. I would be up with Dalby all day, which is tiring, and I know babies don't do a lot, and the 9-month-old and they start crawling around, they need your attention. Like, it is draining mentally, but then I was starting work at 6 o'clock on a night, and I could work till 11, 12. So I was thinking, if I sold 2 trays of Blondies a week or 3 trays of Blondies a week, could I drop, like, a Saturday night? Yeah. Could I start later on a Sunday? Could I do that? And then that's how it started. It was just sort of like make them available for people to buy, and they started buying them.
That's so good. And shout out to Harry Smith, because Harry bought some Blondies from your house in Ingleby Valley in COVID, and that was the first time that
Really?
I saw them, and he used to get them for everyone's birthday.
Everyone's birthday.
They look so good. And then when you opened this here, how did this come about?
Well, it sort of came about off the back of the show. So, I mean, we can start with if you want to.
Yes.
I know lockdown for me was, like, it was sensational. It took it to another level.
Wow.
Like, it really did, because everyone was at home. The followers were growing. Like I said, I was doing collections from my house. There was like tens of thousands of people collecting from my house. Yeah. Like, genuinely.
Wow.
And so with that, it took the business to another level, where after COVID, I didn't go back to work in the restaurant.
Yeah.
So it became more of like a full-time job, but obviously no one was working, really. So everyone was sharing them and tagging them, and the social media following grew. So coming out the back of lockdown, the social media following had gone from about 1,600 to 12,500.
Wow.
But it was organic.
Yeah. It's like a community.
And this is what I love about, like, my followers. Like, listen, by no means do we have the most followers in the world, but I tell you what, I have the most engaged followers.
Yes, that is the pinnacle.
And it's like, I know it sounds really silly, but I could go through, like, my followers list, and I could tell you the majority of, like, them. I'd say, that lady's cute. Yeah. Boys! Jeffrey!
Oh, Jeffrey, that is an amazing name.
Come on. My guard dog. Come on. Oh, and the other one. So with that, I came out with this, like, really viable business.
Yes.
Like, it's a business that I never intended to have. Like, it happened purely by chance.
And did you have any, like, previous experience?
No, apart from like the food hygiene, which obviously we did anyway, food safety. But I had, obviously in 2018 when I set it up, I had food standards around the house. Yeah. And I was like, listen, this is what I'm doing. If I'm doing anything wrong, tell me.
Yeah.
And so we had 5 stars going in. So it meant that coming out the back of lockdown with these followers, I already had the food hygiene, so I could start doing, like, markets and things like that.
That's so good.
Just trying to sort of, I'm sorry, shut. Sorry, I told you. Did I not tell you?
We get
literally blind down, sat with 2 microphones. Are you open? No, never open on a Monday.
That is absolutely brilliant.
So out of lockdown, I basically left the restaurant, never went back.
Yeah.
And just was sustaining it from home. But it was amazing because Dalby wasn't at school.
Yeah.
So I had time to spend with him. My days, I could sort of manage myself. So I had, like, if I had to wake up at 4 or 5 in the morning to start baking, because I needed to take Dalby somewhere at 10. Yeah. But then if I didn't have to, then I could be like, right, maybe my mum would have him for a few hours. I'd get all the baking done while everything was cooling. I could be done by 12, 1 o'clock. So but then I'd have from 1 o'clock till he went to bed with him.
Yeah.
And then I'd just continue to work into the night, sort of decorating, boxing, admin, and...
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
That is so good, because it is all about that quality time.
Well, that you never get it back.
Absolutely not.
He's at school now.
Not. Oh, bless him. But so, I bet he's seen your journey.
Oh,
and he'll always remember, like, oh, my mum was baking and then we were playing. And
he doesn't know me as anybody else.
Yeah.
Ever since he's got memories, like, he's like, oh, mummy's the Blondie baker.
Yeah, that is amazing. Imagine going to school and being like, oh, here's all the snacks that I have.
Well, honestly, all of his school teachers follow me.
That is
so, like, I can't sneak off with, like, he had tonsillitis last week. They're like, oh, did you have a nice time? Here, we saw it on your Instagram, and I'm like, oh, yeah.
I bet when Christmas comes around, though, end of term, they're like,
oh, yeah, Christmas comes around. Oh, no, Christmas comes around. They fully expect him at that door on the last day of term, yeah.
Shocking. Absolutely shocking.
But, yeah. But like you said, a lot of them have already ordered. They were ordering before.
That's amazing.
They were ordering before I even went there.
So not having any previous business experience in such...
I didn't. I had nothing.
What were, like, the challenges that you faced? in starting from scratch?
I didn't know how to do anything.
Yeah, that's it. I think there's like not too much information about starting up a business,
No.
like accountancy, anything like that.
And if you look for information that starts a business, it will put you off starting a business.
yeah, totally.
So, like, obviously, like, the accounts, like, I knew the basics, because Alby's dad has businesses.
Yeah.
And he was sort of like, it's not rocket science. It's like, don't spend more than you're making. Make sure your price points are right, and keep your receipts. Yeah. So at first it was when it became more of a bigger business that you sort of start going, oh, I actually need to do. But at first it wasn't too bad. It became, I think, the more problems, not problems, but I think it became harder with like having a bricks and mortar.
Totally, yeah, definitely. And then employing people, and it's
that side of things that I sort of had to start like taking on, like accountancy firms and being like, but I don't think there's anything wrong with saying I don't know.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
And I think sometimes people try and they muddle through, but I have no issues holding my hands up and going, I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
But somebody knows how to do it.
Totally.
It's like I can bake better than my accountant.
Yeah, yeah.
But
and then when you started out with that passion, that's what you've
it.
built your business up from, haven't you? So you don't need to.
Well, that's it. And
no profit and loss and.
Well, that's it. You sort of. I did it. I didn't even have like a profit and loss spreadsheet. Nothing. Yeah. I was literally like, this is the account. This is what's going into the account.
Yeah. And
then this is what I'm spending. So like the account was going up.
Yes.
So I was like, okay,
that's good.
Like that's good.
Yeah.
Like I'm not spending more than I'm earning. Yeah. So like we'll just run it like this for a while. Yeah. And then obviously then you get a bricks and mortar and you start spending a fortune.
Oh, definitely. And this is going to be the burning question. The Gordon Ramsay BBC Future Food Stars. How did that come about?
It came about where I got a message on Instagram and it was from TV Casting Bradley. And I was like, oh my God, this is it. It's catchphrase. Oh, because catchphrase is my golden goose. Yeah. I want to be on catchphrase badly. And I was like, oh my God, because someone had already offered me blankety blank and I literally was like, don't talk to me unless it's catchphrase. I actually said that. I went, oh, listen, like I'm holding out.
I love tipping point. I like multiple choice.
No, I like catchphrase.
That is good.
Because say what you see. So easy.
It's really
so easy. So I got this message and it just said, oh, like I'm like in the preliminary casting stages for this TV show. The show hasn't aired yet. Would you like some information? And I was like, yeah, send it through. Literally in my kitchen. Yeah. So he sent it through and it literally read like, do you have a food business? And I was like, yep. And it was like, do you want to develop your food business? Do you have the skills to develop your food business? And I was like, well, yes, but I don't know how, but I have the skills, but I don't have. I was like, yeah. And then it said, oh, do you have a good knowledge of food? And I was thinking, well, yes, that's all I've ever worked in. Yeah. I was like, yeah. And it was like, would you want Gordon Ramsay as a business partner? And I was like,
yes.
Yes. And it was like, fill out the application form.
That's
so
amazing.
I filled it out, sent it back, got a call off Bradley saying like, oh, like, are we all right to do, like, are we okay to like have a little call, like just gonna go through your application form? And I was like, yeah, amazing. Hadn't told anyone.
Yeah, wow.
So didn't tell anybody. And then I'd spoke to one of the producers had rang me and they were like, oh, are you okay to jump on Zoom? And I was like, oh, I'm probably gonna have to tell someone. So I told my mum and I was like, I've done something. And she was like, what have you done? Because that's it. If I say to someone like, oh, I've done something, I've got an idea, the initial reaction is like, what? I said, I've done something. I said, I've applied for a TV show. Yeah. She said, is it catchphrase? I was like, no, it's not bloody catchphrase.
It will be.
It will one day. That super catchphrase is mine. So I was like, it's just this show. She went, oh, nice. You probably won't get it. And I was like, I know, because, you know, if anyone keeps me grounded, it's Diane. She's like, yeah, you probably won't get that. I was like, no, I know, but they're asking me to do a Zoom. She was like, oh, we'll do the Zoom and then you can say you've done it. And I was like, oh, thank you for all of the moral support. So I did the Zoom, and they'd mentioned that because we were still in this weird, like, COVID world.
Yeah.
So obviously we couldn't have had COVID. So they were doing, like, a production bubble. So it would mean that nobody... So you couldn't see anybody outside of the bubble.
Wow.
So they were like, if you get on, you could potentially be away for 8-9 weeks, but you won't have any contact with, like, any physical contact with anybody outside this bubble. So, like, would that be a thing that could happen?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I mean, I spoke to my mum. I was like, I don't know, like, can you pick up the slack here? I said, like, you know, it could be 9 weeks, but it could be a week.
Oh, yes.
Because you never know when you're going.
No.
So, so she was like, yeah, like, obviously, again, she was like, don't tell him no, but
Yeah.
it's probably not going to happen. But yeah, we would work it out. And I was like, right, okay, again, thank you for the vote of confidence. So I went through and they rang me and they said, oh, do you want to come to London for, like, an in-person, like, group meeting? So I was like, yes. They sent me some train tickets. I was like, off I go to London.
Yeah.
Popped down to London, and then it just sort of, it got more and more real.
Yeah.
And then I got the call. So it turns out as well, apparently, so on the Zooms, there was a couple of producers and there was a couple of black squares.
Oh,
so one of the black squares was Gordon.
No way.
They actually asked me what I thought of him as well. And I was like, well, I think... Well, no, and to be fair, still to this day, I wasn't lying.
Yeah.
Like, I genuinely think he's one of the cleverest men.
Yeah.
Like, he has literally branded himself. Like, there is nowhere in this earth that you could go. I mean, there's probably a couple of places, but where you couldn't show a photo and you wouldn't know the name Gordon Ramsay.
Definitely.
And I was like, that to me, I was like, I think he's amazing. They were like, oh, what about his shouting? And I was like, listen, like, I have worked with chefs that have bigger egos than Gordon and a minuscule amount of the talent, and I've been screamed at since the age of 15 by Aggie chefs with small man syndrome. Yeah. Like, it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me. And yeah. So I got on.
Good.
And I fully expected to go week 1.
Really?
Uh-huh.
So for anyone that hasn't watched, do you want to spoil it? How was the process?
I think it's gone off iPlayer now. So it was Apprentice meets Bake Off meets MasterChef.
Yeah.
So 12 food businesses, 12 weeks. No, there wasn't 12 weeks. I don't know how many weeks it was. 8, 9. And each week you got set like 2 challenges. You got set sort of like a mini challenge, and then you could maybe like win an advantage, or you just sort of better showed yourself to Gordon in a better light. And then you had like a big challenge at the end, which was 2 teams, and then people would be eliminated from the losing team.
Right, okay.
So being from Teesside, oh Jesus, this dog, they're called Velcro dogs for a reason.
That is amazing.
So being from Teesside, I just presumed that, like, we all go, like, we're all in Casa Amor, aren't we?
Yeah, no,
like,
definitely.
We all go week 1. We get through to boot camp on the X Factor, but we don't get to the live shows.
No.
And I just thought, it's like the Teesside curse.
Well, when you said about, I went to London, I was just thinking royal family. London. She's gone to London.
She's gone to London. I went to London. But yeah, I mean, week 1, I did end up in a grilling. Yeah. Even though I won. Yeah. Right? Even though my team won, I did end up in a grilling, right? Travesty, I know. But I thought, well, this is it. I thought, Christ, like, talk about the curse. Yeah. But I won, which is what you're supposed to do. And I'm still in a bloody grilling. But I stayed, and I never... Did I go in one more? Maybe one more. And then got to the final.
That is
absolutely
amazing.
I mean, the first time you met everybody, I was there, and I actually said to one of the producers, I was like, I don't know whether I don't think that you've read my thing, or...
Bit of imposter syndrome.
Imposter syndrome. So I'm stood there, right, sounding like this, looking like this with a big pair of glasses, and I'm stood there with people. This woman's like, yeah, so I've got like a South East London branch of my business, and and I want to expand it across the UK. And I was like, oh, okay. Someone's like, yeah, so I deal with factories for doing this, and I was like, factories? He deals with factories. Someone else is like, oh yeah, like we've got a fulfillment centre and a dispatch centre, and then I've got this, I've got a pub, I've got a culinary school. And I was sat there, and then they were like, oh sorry, like what about you? And I was like, hi, I'm Amy, I make Blondies. And they're like, oh yeah, where's your shop? And I'm like, it's from my house, everyone comes to my door in Ingleby, Barwick.
That is amazing.
And I was just like, why am I here?
Yeah.
And I thought that I know exactly why they've put me in. They put me in because they needed somebody, because no one was from North.
Yeah.
They've gone, stick her in. We'll take her down to London. We'll give her a week away.
I thought he was asking for a picture with you there.
Oh, well, that has happened before.
Has it?
This is what my life's like, right? It's absolute chaos. No, I thought someone wanted a picture with me, and they didn't. They just needed a picture of the parcel.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that was probably the worst thing that's happened after the show. That's the first time that I ever,
That is amazing.
It was so embarrassing. Even Sarah, who's known me for like 15 years, was like, I think that's the worst thing you've ever done.
That is brilliant.
But it was just as the show was airing, and I was like, and people were going like, oh, it sounds dead awkward, but can I send a picture because my sister's watching it in Bristol? And I was like, yeah, that's fine. Yeah. And then deep, it was every, so they don't always wear the clothes.
Oh, no,
yeah. And it was only a small parcel, so.
You like this?
I was just like that, yeah. I was like, oh, did you enjoy the episode? He was like, just need a photo of the parcel, bro. And I was like, oh, God.
That is
my God.
amazing.
And Sarah was like, I knew. I could see the parcel in his hand, and I knew. But yeah.
That is brilliant. That is amazing.
Awful.
So we've got another burning question.
Oh, go on.
And it's, what is Gordon Ramsay like?
He's lovely.
Is he?
So nice.
Yeah.
He's so nice.
Because we see the idiot sandwich all the time, don't we?
Don't get me wrong, like he went through me like a freight train.
I think you need that though in that sort of industry, don't you?
Gordon Ramsay's the only person that has left me speechless.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, I'm not fazed by like a lot of stuff, but there was an episode, and still to this day is the worst day of my life. I didn't, it was getting towards like the semi-quarter final. I think there was like 6 or 7 of us left. So like he kept saying, like, don't hide, don't take the easy road, blah, 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 blah. And I'd won a challenge on earlier on in like that episode. So he was like, oh, Amy, because you won this, you're in charge now of assigning roles. Oh, so I was like, oh shit, okay. So we were running Lucky Cat in Mayfair. Right?
Wow.
Literally. And he was like, there's going to be 3 out front, there's going to be 3 out the back. You need to choose someone to run the pass, so like head chef, 2 of the chefs in there, and then you need a maitre d' and then you need like 2 waiting staff out front. So in my head, and he was like, but you decide who's who.
Right, okay.
So I was thinking, right, why am I here? Because the first challenge, I'd not gone on the cooking side for this feast, I'd gone on the hosting side, because I was like, this is what I know, and nobody else had any experience. So I was like, well, hang on a minute, we've got a chef in the kitchen, so rather than the service falling to pieces, I know how to run a service, so I can do that. And it didn't go like exactly a plan, but it doesn't. So I thought to myself, like, this is it, like, this is the point. I thought, my decision now is gonna tell him whether I'm here to challenge myself or to sit back on my laurels. So I thought I could run out front like I have done, but I'm not here because I'm a waitress. Yeah, I'm here because I want to show him that that I've got this like production line, that I've got this thing and because I didn't have any staff, so I was like, I need to sort of show him that I'm willing to step up, because he kept saying everyone's comfortable, people are sitting comfortably in whatever, and I thought, I'm going to get out my comfort zone, try and run it like a Blondie production line, which is with prawns, and do that. So I did that, and honestly, I have never felt pressure.
Really?
Like it.
Yeah.
It was, honestly,
Wow.
like the worst thing I've ever done.
Because you are like, I think it's quite difficult when you've not had a sort of experience as being a restaurant manager. There's you go here, you do this, you do that.
Well, that's it. But I mean, in the kitchen side of things, it was just like, I just remember, like, I was just so super focused on this, and I was like, get this out, and then every 5 minutes the front of house team were coming in going, how long on this? And I was like, it's going to be 5 minutes less than the last time you asked me. But I said also, like, it's not going to make it. Like, you standing here going, but we need that table, isn't going to make it. Like, I cannot cook chicken faster than it cooks. I cannot cook a prawn faster than a prawn cooks.
Yeah.
Like, so I will tell you when it's ready. Yeah. Totally. And I thought to myself, I owe apologies to like a lot of chefs I've worked with over the years for being like, how long on table 7? But they just kept coming up going, how long on this? How long on table 14? I'm going, I don't know what that...
Yeah.
Like,
it's done when it's done.
It's going to be ready when it's ready. But trying to like keep everything on track. And it was just, I remember afterwards finishing filming and standing, and people were talking to me, and I was just like, I honestly couldn't talk. They took me for like a Vox, which was like a little, like your little one-to-one interviews. And I was stood there and I couldn't even look. And I was just like, my body just went into like power down.
Yeah.
And I was
just full on, isn't it?
I was just shaking and I was just staring. I thought, this is it. Wow. Like, this is going to send me home. And it didn't, thank God. And I made it to the final. And obviously, I didn't win. Like, I narrowly missed out on the investment. But, like, Gordon spoke to me, like, after. And I get it. Like, I know why I didn't win. And there's no, like, hard feelings. Like, he like, took the time to... He's just honest. And I really appreciate honesty. Yeah. And I just think he's amazing. No, that's... Like, I genuinely... he is... Like, if you've ever been in a room with somebody where you can feel them walk in the room because his presence is just... He just exudes, like... I can't even explain it. Yeah, it's like amazing. You feel the room go... He's here.
Yes.
And you could see the producers and the camera crews, like, you knew when he was coming. If you were sort of sat and they're going like, oh, have a bit of a chit chat amongst yourself, and then you just see a cameraman go, you're like, I'm like, he's walking behind us. He's walking behind us. He's coming.
Yeah. Wow.
He's just amazing. He's amazing at what he does. Like, his food's incredible. He's lovely. Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, he can shout, and he did shout, but like, he wants people to do well. And he wants the best out of you. And I sort of work well under that.
That's brilliant.
I'm not good being like namby-pambied. Yeah, I need someone to be like, get your shit together and do it. And I'm like, okay.
No, that's mint. That is so good. But when we were talking about, like, there's all these people and, like, restauranteurs and culinary schools, for you to get in the final and not even have a cafe, like, you cannot. Like, that is absolutely amazing.
And I just still don't know how.
Yeah.
I still don't know how. Wow. But that was, for me, I think, week on week, I just felt a little bit more validated that I deserved to be here. Because after, like, week 1, when everyone's sort of going, my turnover's this and da-da-da-da, I didn't know what mine was.
Yeah, no, totally. It's just like that passion, isn't it? Yeah.
I was just like, I'm just here, and there was no ego. I wasn't trying to prove anything to anybody else. Yeah. I was just trying to do my best. And I think that might have done me well because there wasn't an ego, and I didn't feel like, well, I should be doing this because I should be in charge of this team because of... Yeah. It was just like, what do we need to do to win?
Yeah.
So just get on with it. You know, that sort of like worker mentality.
Totally.
Where you're just like going, okay, no one wants to do this, so we can spend half an hour in our time that we've got to practice doing this that none of us have done.
Yeah.
But everyone's trying not to do it. So actually, I'm going to say, right, there needs to be 3 people doing this. I'll do it, and I'm going to spend half an hour getting half an hour better at it.
Yeah.
So if you all want to, you know, like, sort of argue or decide, because I was going, well, I've never made a pizza, I've never made it, and I've never made a pizza.
Yeah, you're making
But you know
blondies and now
what?
you're cooking chickens and prawns and
half an hour, and I could make an all right pizza.
Yeah.
But it's that thing. I didn't have like an ego, and there was other people that didn't have it. But it was just like I just want to do well.
Yeah. No, that's amazing.
Just want to do well and just stay in.
Oh, so good. And we're sat in the bakery now, and it's absolutely amazing.
Thanks.
It is like, the vibe is just so good.
It's a bit chaotic and a bit hodgepodge, but
oh no, it's amazing. And you talked earlier about like this kind of came after the show.
Yeah.
What was the opportunities that came about for going on Future Food Stars?
honestly, nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you think BBC, oh wow, that's me done.
Oh, I thought I was going to be fielding offers.
Yeah.
But what happened was there was 9 months between filming, finishing, and the show airing. So I think we finished in the June, July, and it aired in the March. So it went on straight after The Apprentice. And I thought to myself, I could either sit back and wait for people to come to me and go, we want you to do this, and the other, but there's no guarantee that that's going to come.
No, yeah.
Or what I can do is, because at the end of the day, I know I've not got that money. Like, I know full well that money's not coming. So I can build something, spend 9 months trying to build something so that when that show airs, I can capitalise off having somewhere that people can come.
Yes.
Because I physically couldn't bake anymore in the house.
Yeah.
Like, I was at capacity.
Yeah.
I couldn't fulfil postal orders or anything in that house anymore. Like, it was maxed out.
Wow.
So I thought, how can I do it? Because I know when it's airing.
It's
So
the thing that you do, you just Google. I'm on Dragon's Den, I'm like, are they still around?
Yeah.
You Google this
So I
person
was
straight
thinking,
away, don't you?
and then also, like, a little part of me was sort of, like, do you know, I think Gordon still follows me. I don't think he's, like, you know, refreshing my stories or anything at all. But I just thought, the stuff, like, the reasons, and don't get me wrong, very valid reasons, like, why I didn't win. It was like, you know, you're the business, like, I don't know whether you're too much of a lone wolf, like, I don't know whether it would work scaled up or whether, and I thought, I'll show you.
Yeah. That is so good.
I'll show you. It basically meant that when that first episode aired, that I'm stood there going, hiya, I'm Amy, and I own Blondie Bakery and I bake at my house. That people would search socials, because we all do, don't we?
Yeah.
And then what they're going to see. So I had 9 weeks. Like, my brother, bless him, at work, people were like, is your sister on the telly with Gordon Ramsay? Because obviously we all had NDAs.
Oh, yeah. So
we couldn't talk about it till it got announced, right?
Wow.
So my brother had gone into work and people were like, what the hell? And they were going, well, she's won though. And he was like, we can't say anything. No, she has. Well, so everyone around here was like, well, you did win because you've got the shop. In the end, my brother just started going, she didn't win. And they were going, all right.
This is hard work right here.
Yeah. And I thought to myself, and then my mum said, would it not be so embarrassing though if you make everyone think you've won and then you don't?
No.
And I was like, no.
It's the opposite.
It's the opposite, because it goes, do you know what? I did it.
Yeah.
Because the one thing that I did get from the show, and from a personal level, was confidence.
Yeah.
And people say it now, right? And they go, you're so confident. Yeah, I am. But I wasn't, and I'm still not.
Yeah.
Like, there's still things, like, you know, I look and I think, I don't know why people come here. Like, there's still these little niggling, like, things in my head, and I go, like, I don't know why anyone buys these. I don't know why people would want to come here. I don't know why people would want to talk to me. But there's just, like, a little voice. I think everyone's got that little voice, but I am confident. But also, I always say to people, like, since I was 15, I've been politely interrupting everyone's conversations as a You have to be able to walk over to the table and go, really sorry, guys. Are you all finished with those starters? Am I okay? Yeah. And it's like, I don't mind talking to people. I don't have, like, issues, like social anxiety.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm not confident in the way I look. And I'm not confident in lots of things. And I'm not sometimes confident in my ability to run a business.
Wow.
But you just, I think if you let those things become a louder voice in your head, it becomes a problem.
Definitely. And I think it boils down to school a lot, doesn't it?
Oh my God, yeah.
You know, you've got a little boy who's kind of going through that process.
Yeah.
Would you change anything about...
Yeah.
I know. I think and that is the first thing that
Honestly,
people say.
Right.
It just doesn't prepare you for life, does it?
doesn't.
No.
Like, I know more about the religion of Hinduism,
Yeah.
right, than I do taxes.
Yes, yeah.
Because you don't get taught it.
No.
And everything's geared up to what career path are you going down.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's like now, but the generation that we grew up in, it was like, if you were a naughty girl, you got put on Hair and Beauty.
Yes. No, it's exactly the same. And that's why I've... Sorry. No, it's okay. That's why I've started this podcast.
Yeah.
To kind of tell people there's so many different avenues that you can go down.
There's so many. I tell Dalby all the time.
Totally. And I think, like, kids dream, they want to be an astronaut, they want to be a footballer. And then when you go to secondary school, it changes. I want to be a lawyer, I want to be... And why? You know, you can have these massive dreams.
I don't ask Dalby what he wants to be when he grows up.
Yeah.
I ask him what he wants to do.
That's so good.
I say, like, what do you want to do when you're older?
Yeah.
Because I don't think, like, he's quite fortunate, Dalby, that I'm self-employed. I started my own business. His dad's got businesses.
Yeah.
And then Michael, his stepdad, has his own business as well. So he's seen that.
Totally.
So, like, I'm fully there to, like, facilitate. Like, listen, I've got a macro card. Like, if he wants to sell sweets at school, I will plough 50 quid into his start-up and let him sell sweets at
That's
school.
what I did.
Yeah.
That's what I did when I was at school. I really liked designer clothes. I really liked like Ralph Lauren, stuff like that. And my mum was like, well, if you're getting them, you want to buy them yourself. So I sold sweets at school. And then when I got enough money to buy the Ralph Lauren, I went to Primark.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm absolutely not spending my hard-earned money
Do
on
you know
Ralph
what? I
Lauren.
did the exact same thing with the Louis Vuitton.
Yeah.
All I wanted was a Louis Vuitton Never Full, right? And I said, when I have these little targets in my head. So I was like, when the business account, when I was like a sole trader, I said, when that business account gets to $5,000, I'm going to buy a Louis Vuitton, a Never Full. I wanted it monogrammed with BB. And then I was like, then there'd still be enough in the business bank account to still sustain to be able to buy it. Got to $5,000 and I thought, nah, fuck it.
I know.
10.
Yeah.
I was like, I would rather see that business at 10 grand in the account than walk around with a Louis Vuitton. So I don't go anywhere.
I know.
I don't do anything.
Loads of them are fake now, aren't they?
Well, I know, that's it.
I know.
So,
honestly.
yeah, that was my thing. But I don't think school prepares you.
No.
And I've got like a... it didn't make it on the BBC, but I've got like a bit of a... like a little bit of beef with a teacher. Because and this is, I think this is why the school have never had me in to talk to the kids. But when we had to fill out our work experience forms, I put on bakery, right? And I was a bigger child, and my head of year came into the form room, and I must have been in year 9. So you know when like everyone's like the hormones are awful,
stage, isn't it?
Everyone's got spots, and I hadn't started my period, and I was like just really like chubby, and I was obviously eating a lot as well because you know pasta kings.
Oh yeah, yes.
And he came in and he was like, "Are you messing on this?" And I was like, "What?" And he was like, "Your work experience form." And he was like, "Are you messing?" I said, "No, sir." I said, Can I go to a bakery?"
Yeah.
So he said to me, "Are you messing?" "No, sir." And he was like, "A bakery?" "A bakery." I said, "Yeah." You said put it on work experience. And he was like, "No, you're going to a creche." And honestly, right, he walked out, sent me to a creche, Thornaby Pavilion, which I never had any interest in.
No.
And left the form room where then for the next few days I just got laughed at. Guess where Amy wanted to go to work experience. And I just think to myself, if he'd listened, like if they hadn't just gone creche, or if he'd have said, do you know what, that's really good, but I don't think with insurance and stuff, or
if he had a reason.
If there was a reason, that's fine. But I just think he thought that I was messing because the fat lass had put bakery.
God, that is actually ridiculous.
And I just think to myself, I think, do you know what? Like, I'm 33, right? And I still think about that.
Yeah.
And I think some teachers, maybe, like you said, I know things are a little bit more like PC and woke now, but I don't know whether teachers sometimes realise the impact
definitely
that they can have on a child.
Definitely.
And I look back now, and he's still teaching at the same school. Yeah, and I think this is why they won't have me back. I think I told someone, one of the teachers from the school, this, and I was like, get me in front of that school and I'll tell them. And then she was like, okay, maybe not.
That is absolutely brilliant.
But yeah, it's just...
Because I think kids are around teachers so much, aren't they? It's
You're
like 5 days a week. Yeah, definitely. So you need to have that positive impact.
And that's it. And do you know what? Like, some people, like you said, just because you're... Like I said, for us, it was the naughty girls do hair and beauty.
Yeah.
But actually, hair and beauty is still, like, it's a really skilled, like...
Totally.
Like, my Michael's a hairdresser.
Yeah.
And I have never understood the stuff that I know now about hairdressing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's like chemicals. It's like chemistry.
Yeah.
And he'll tell me stuff, and he'll go, like, we'll be watching telly, and he goes, oh God, that's awful. And I go, why? And he goes, well, look there, she's got a root glow. And I'm like, what's a root glow? And he's like, well, it's when they don't put enough base colour in this. And I'm going, wow, okay.
I don't even know that, yeah.
I know more about hair now than I ever have. But it's not just a fob off.
No. Totally.
And I just think that now, the way that, like, the world's going is that people necessarily aren't, like, they're working in jobs because they need the money.
Yeah.
And I just think if you can, you know, people can be entrepreneurs, and it's like, I know everyone jokes and stuff and about, like, all the kids wanting to be like influencers and stuff, but
It's the new thing,
like
isn't it?
that is a new thing, and it's sometimes it's not a cop out. Maybe sometimes, like, it is a little bit, but if someone's trying to start something, like, we can't just poo-poo it.
Totally. No, I completely
That's
agree.
why I think you start things on the side.
Yeah.
Like, build it up. It's sort of like, you know, like, walk before you run.
Yeah.
It's like, if you want to sell something on Etsy, sell something on Etsy when all of a sudden that's taking over your life, or it's just sustaining, you know, you being a little bit more comfortable in a month.
Yeah.
Do it.
No, totally.
Do it. Like, what have you got to lose?
That is brilliant. That is so good. So, like, my next question was going to be, what would be your advice to someone who wants to turn a hobby into a business?
Well,
just to do it.
Yeah, just do it.
That's
like,
amazing.
honestly, I always think you can put... I had £100, and I was very prepared to lose that £100 to buy my initial stock order. It's like, don't risk more than you can afford.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, of course. But if you can run something and you can still be working, or you've got a little bit of time on a night or a little bit of time on a weekend, and you're selling something or you're creating something, like, do it, because there's no... Like, for me, I was... There's an element of, like, the product. Yeah, the product's great. Like, I'm not... it took me a long time to, like, sort of... Oh, bloody postman. Hi. Sorry. Thank you. Jeff, I just don't understand. The fucking blinds are down. Oh, sorry. The thing is, it's taken me a long time to, like, have the confidence just go, like, do you know what? It's good.
Yeah.
Right? And I don't feel bad in saying that. And I don't feel big-headed in saying it. But it's like, I'm sorry, no. Yeah. One Blondie has started all this.
Yeah.
Like, it is fucking good.
Yeah.
Like, it is.
Them mince pie Blondies the other day.
It's good.
They're a different
sorry,
level.
it is, right? So if you've got something, when I started that, it's almost like if I was doing it on a graph, like, it ticked and I was doing it lovely, nicely, tick, 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 ticking away. I was happy. sustain my lifestyle, helped me not work as much, helped me have more time with Dalby, and it was financially beneficial. When lockdown hit, I was visible.
Yeah.
And I have never felt like it took off in a life of its own. And sometimes, like if you paint, I don't know, like if you're doodling, you're doing graphics, weird pictures, like you see all these trends, like bloody Paddington taking every dead celebrity off to heaven, like for some reason. But it's like if you're sort of visible on something could tick away in the background, right? And then the right person will see it.
Yeah, totally.
Something will get picked up. Like, you know, you see trends all the time. And you see TikTok trends, like audio trends, like videos going viral. And it's like half the videos that go viral, people make money off, end up building careers off. It's like the Blondies. It's like, if I hadn't made that Facebook page that had 79 followers, the Facebook had 79, I think there was 1,600 on the Instagram, but it wouldn't have gone anywhere.
Yeah.
So you need to sort of set it up so that, okay, it might not be making you loads of money, but is it losing your money?
Exactly.
No.
Exactly, yeah.
If you're making key rings or jam, I wish I'd gone into jam.
Oh, jam's nice.
Because it's preservatives.
Yeah.
And they last for ages and there's no
that's it, isn't
wastage.
it?
But all of these things, they need to be there to be visible, because it's not about anything that you're doing, but it's like if it gets in front of the right person, like me,
absolutely amazing.
it can take off. If
Yeah.
it's not costing you anything,
Yeah.
and you put as much money into it as you're willing to lose, that's what I always think.
Yeah.
Think of the negatives as well.
Yeah.
Then what? Like,
It's like
what's
a
the
positive
harm?
gamble, isn't
What's
it?
the harm?
If it doesn't pay off, then that's all you've lost.
I mean, I've seen, like, there's so many things, especially now, like kids and trends. Like, didn't see some like girl in Billingham made like £1 million off a fidget shop.
Oh yeah.
Off TikTok.
Honestly, unreal. And there's a guy going around, is it Billingham Snaps, going around taking photos that's really cool.
Yeah.
And
But it's like if you don't put stuff out there, then you do. But
Totally.
you always find as well that like that strangers support you. There's a girl I know that I met her through her small business. She had a clothing brand, and I think she'd sold the brand on, and she's got a TikTok now with her little boy. She's called Emily and the Boys.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to follow her, and it's amazing, daily vlogs. But she keeps saying on there, like, people are like, she's hearing that people are like taking the piss, and she's like, why?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just getting on with it. Like, she started getting stuff sent to her.
What?
She's getting like commission paid stuff, and
That's
she's
so
getting
cool.
stuff to promote. And it's like, she's on maternity leave. Like, just let her. If you don't like it, don't follow her. If it pops up on your For You page, scroll past. But like, just let people get on with stuff.
Totally.
Like, she could be on I'm a Celeb next year if this takes off.
Yeah.
But it's just that thing. It's like, you'll find that you get support from a lot of people, and a lot of support does come from strangers on the internet. Whereas, like, sometimes you start seeing, you sort of go, that person that I thought was my friend has never liked anything that I've posted, and that's free.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just need the right people to see it. It'll get a life of its own.
Totally. And like, for the hate, it's just ridiculous how people can hate on someone that they don't even know.
I know.
Like, just why bother? Why spend the energy and your time?
I know. I mean, I knew I'd get the glasses.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
But they're cool. They're
Well,
so
I think
cool.
they're cool,
Yeah.
but someone else was like, oh, Dame Edna, is that Jenny Eclair's love child? Which actually, I quite like Jenny Eclair. I just used to get, Deirdre Barlow.
Oh, no, I love them. I wish I was a glasses wearer, because I'd change it up all the time.
Well,
like,
Specsavers got in touch with me, so I was like, oh, Deirdre Barlow are there.
yeah,
Specsavers
exactly.
are sending me glasses now.
Exactly.
But
So
yeah, you
good.
just you
So
expect
good.
certain stuff. I've never had loads. I've never had loads.
No, you wouldn't, because you're
But I did get told not to go on Twitter. When the show was on, they were just like, stay off
really?
Twitter, stay off Twitter. And then someone from the show texted me and was like, have you been on Twitter? I was like, no. They were like, don't. I've done it, don't.
Why didn't even tell you?
It's just awful stuff, isn't it?
I
It's
know,
but-
it is horrendous.
But yeah,
honestly.
but you just, I'm like, I'm not reading it. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna, because you get all these comments, you get thousands and thousands of positive comments, and someone could literally comment and just go, like, I think she's a twat. And I'm like, no, but I'm not a twat.
Yeah,
Why does
you
this
get-
man think I'm a twat? And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
700 comments there. There's one bad one. Why focus on that? They're a
Totally.
minority.
Totally.
Focus on the majority.
That's amazing.
It's just the little voices in everyone's heads, I think.
It is. So what are your hopes and your ambitions on a personal level and on a business level in like the next 5-10 years? Are you riding the wave?
I'm riding the wave.
Goes?
I think that, like, with the way the government is at the moment,
it's difficult.
think-
It's so difficult
Yeah.
for small businesses.
yeah, I think the way the government is at the moment, until there's potentially some changes made, then I won't be expanding. Like, my plan was to expand.
Yeah.
I have no issue. If this is, and I say this to all the time to people, I'm like, do you know what? If this is all it's ever meant to be, which is one shop, right? I am happy. I am happy coming to work every day.
Amazing.
Like, I am happy. Yeah. Something will come along.
Yeah.
Something will happen. I think that's a lot of stuff. It's like every time I sort of feel a bit like, oh, something comes along.
Yeah.
And I'll go with it. But that's it. I think I've so long building it. I just want to enjoy it. Like, Alby's 7, he's at school now, so it's like being able to spend time with him, spend time with the dogs. Like, we're getting married hopefully next year, if not the year after. And it's just to like enjoy life, because nothing's, I know it sounds really dark and really sinister, but it's not. Like, I lost one of my best friends last year to cancer, and like, I just think now
Tomorrow's never promised.
It's not.
Is it?
Yeah. And I just think to myself, why kill myself to I think if there's a short-term thing and it was like, we're going to do this and I'll put all my effort into that, but like long-term, I'm not going to like break my back to end up sort of spending less time with my family. Like, I've got a family and I just love it. And I think when I stop enjoying coming to work, that's when it'll stop. But it's good. I think there's like challenges. Like, it's become more challenging since the last couple of budgets, because the profit margins are a lot slimmer, because everyone's putting the prices up. Everything's gone up.
Yeah, that's
ridiculous. And then all of a sudden you're still getting taxed, and then I'm paying more PAYE and more, and it just sort of becomes
unlivable. It's almost impossible, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I've seen businesses online that are saying like our rates have doubled. What it's doubled to is more than the profit we made last year. So shut.
Yeah. And I think it's difficult for like customers as well, because even though we're not in as bad a position as small business owners, it's still everywhere's more expensive.
Well, that's it. And I've got a real issue with this whole use it or lose it, shop small, right? And it might sound, you need to hear me out, right? My issue is that like the government and local MPs are focusing on, you need to support small businesses. If we don't use them, we'll lose them. Please support small, shop local, shop independent, right? It shouldn't. The onus of my business staying open shouldn't be on Joe Public.
Yeah.
The government should be enabling small, not even small businesses, micro businesses. They should be giving us the tools to be able to not only survive, but thrive. Definitely. And they're not. And you can't tell a working family of 2 parents that both work full time that mortgage rates have gone up, that the food shopping's higher, the gas and the electric's gone up, they've come off a fix something for something else, the car payments, whatever. You can't tell them and make them feel bad, because all their budget will afford would be maybe going to get a couple of sausage rolls and a couple of coffees from Greg's, and not coming in here, or not going to like a farm shop and spending $3.50 on a hog roll sausage roll, because their budget doesn't allow it. Totally. Because everything's gone up for everyone.
Yeah.
So it really pisses me off when they're telling people and putting the onus of my business on the public, because listen, I wholeheartedly believe, I say to people all the time, like we've had mums come in here and the kids are like, gingerbread man, I want a gingerbread man. And I'm like, go and get them a gingerbread man.
Yeah.
Go and get them one. And you come in here and you enjoy your coffee. They're not mourning. You enjoy your blondie. Just enjoy it. I know that this is a luxury for people.
Yeah, wow.
But liking and sharing on Facebook, interacting with the posts is free. And the amount of people that do it, that don't come through the door every day, amazing. Love it. Thank you. Yeah. But I just have an issue with the government and MPs telling the public that they're basically here to keep our businesses afloat, because it's not. It's not the case, and it shouldn't be the case. Totally. My business should be able to survive and thrive, and there shouldn't be things put in place by the government that stop that happening.
Yeah, because the government talk a lot about supporting local businesses, so I always thought that it was, because I'm not a local business owner, I always thought that they did. So for you say that now...
Well, no, I mean, listen, like, some of our MPs, like, they are, like, they're lovely. And I've said it to him. I met with him the other day, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's a bigger problem, isn't it?
It's a bigger problem, but
yeah.
I said to him, you know, he's like, how's things going? I'm like, the people through the door, incredible, we're busy. Like, people sometimes can't get seats. But I can't, in good conscience and in business acumen, spend money on making, like, to put a lot of money into making more seating or getting a bigger space, when if the prices continue to go up the way they go up, I'll never get that money back. So it's a bit of a catch-22. Boys, it's a catch-22 because you know, you don't know. So at the moment, I'm just like, stay as it is. Totally. We'll just stay, because I don't want to start making decisions based when everything's a bit up and down. But like I say, it's great. You know, they say they put the minimum wage up. Amazing. But people are losing hours.
I know, that's it.
The contributions are going up. It's like everything's going up, but there are small businesses that cannot put the increases onto their customers because it becomes unviable.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely agree.
So that's what we're sort of, I think a lot of like micro and small businesses are fighting with. At the moment.
Definitely. And you've actually baked blondies for the Prime Minister as well, didn't you?
I have.
That's cool.
Dishy Rishi.
Yeah.
Tiny.
Is he?
So small.
Is he? Because I always forget that he's Richmond.
I know.
So it's not too far, is it?
No, it's not.
Yeah,
he loved him.
But that is good. That is good.
He loved him.
So we end with our final question that we always ask. And it's, if you could go back to your younger self and give yourself one piece of advice, what would it be?
Do you know, I've really enjoyed learning along the way. But I think if I could tell my younger self anything, it would be to just do it. But have more confidence in it. So but like I said, for anybody thinking of anything, it is just do it and try. Do it and try.
That's so
because
good.
Honestly, like if I hadn't of, I'd probably still be in that restaurant. Now. And as much as I loved it and I enjoyed it,
then you can't compare.
I can't compare. Like the things that I've done, that even the places in Britain I've seen because of the show, like the people I've met, like it's incredible. And like the people that continue to, like, new faces walking through the door every day, it would just be, don't change a thing.
That's so good.
Honestly, it'd be don't change a thing, because I'll take every error if it gets me to here now.
No.
So I wouldn't change a thing.
That is incredible, and thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
I know, I'm sorry about the dogs and all of the postmen.
They're absolutely amazing, and the postman just. Can I get a photo?
Postman, DPD.
That's what makes it like so authentic, and I love the vibe.
I know.
It's just amazing.
Bloody Christmas, the dogs just.
No.
They're just testing my patience today, but yeah.
Thank you so
well.
much.
Thank
for
you
your...
for asking
No,
me.
your story is so inspiring. Thank you.
Thank you.
The Source Force.
This episode, we welcome the amazing James Witham with his track Walls. Stream Walls on all major music platforms and be sure to follow him on Instagram and TikTok at JamesWitham_.
Plastic seeds won't grow. You think it's warm inside, but really do you know? And the storyteller writes, even when the book is closed, does the wheel keep turning when it's time to go? You think it's enough to just stand around, throw shapes of voice at the floor. You look to your right and you see the face of the person you were before. To feel you recognize or relate is too much, you should understand. And when you look inside the moment you face, you're running words through your hand. Our lives are made in the wake of the day, and all heads are gone and all eyes look grey. But to look outside is the only escape. And how we always fall
The Source Force.